What's good, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I was thinking, I've been posting so much training, like intense vids. Why don't I just do something fun where I can sit down and chat to you guys? Feels like a while, right, since I've actually sat down and done something like this. So I thought, hey, so much has happened lately, let's do a Q&A. So it's a completely random Q&A. I didn't make it on any sort of topic. You guys could literally just ask whatever you wanted. I haven't actually seen the questions. I had a brief look when I first posted it on my story, but I haven't seen next, so it's gonna be completely random. Hopefully you guys asked some good ones, so this is a juicy Q&A. Okay, lots of random questions, guys. Okay, so in no order, how do you keep a slim toned waist, but with hips and glutes? Okay, so the truth is, a lot of it does come down to genetics. I mean, obviously through exercise, we are able to kind of contour our body, let's say, but genetics does play a big part. Also body fat levels, you know, I am not super lean. I train for my body shape and how I want to look. You know, a good mix of cardio and weight training does help. One thing I do want to say, guys, is you can't make your hips wider. You can build your gluteus medius, which is kind of on the sides to kind of like make it appear wider. But you know, we can't change our bone structure. And you know, I feel like we focus so much on just having the hourglass shape. And when you start training, you don't even know what your body can do or what it can look like or transform into. So I would say, you know, work with what you have with your body and then just enjoy the process. How did you make it in DJ Khaled's music video? Okay, so from the age of like 16, I was a commercial model. So I done like TV adverts, catalogs, things like that. I worked with brands like Tesco, Toyota, Amazon, all of that jazz. And then the opportunity came up to come to America and film the video, and I thought, why not? I think it was one of the last music videos I'd done, because I did do a couple in the UK as well, because I just wanted a change in career. But it was fun, you know, it's something to tick off on the list. I think a lot of you guys maybe don't know that content creating is like not my first job. I have done so much. Like my first job was when I was 14. You know, I worked in a hotel as a waitress. I've done so much. So I've done waitressing, I've worked in a bar before, a shop assistant, like worked in Topshop and H&M, all of that jazz. I've even worked for a bank before, guys. Then I was a makeup artist, and that's what I was doing before I done full-time content creating. So I literally only left my full-time job as a makeup artist in 2017. I can't stop snacking. Any advice on good snacks? So if you can't stop snacking, there's usually a trigger or something that is causing you to snack so much. Maybe it's that you're not eating enough at your meals, maybe you're not eating enough carbs, maybe you're eating dinner too early and then not eating after that, and that's causing you to snack. So snacking is not a bad thing. I snack, I love to snack. I still have my meals, but they're healthy options, you know? Snacking isn't bad, guys. Just make sure you are eating enough at mealtime and you're opting for something healthy most of the time. So a couple ideas I'll just throw off the top of my head is like dried fruit, rice cakes with peanut butter and banana. I love like a trail mix. I make popcorn from home as well. I usually have that in the evening. It's one of my favorites. You can make like little protein balls and you can keep them in the fridge for like 7 days. Do you work out when on your period? Okay, so I'm usually on the injection, the contraception, and you don't get periods with that. So it's perfect. But I've recently changed, and boy, I've gone back to having them. Oh my gosh, like they are horrible. My best advice for working out when you're on your period is when it's our time of the month, our estrogen is at its lowest level. So, you know, we're tired, we're feeling lazy, and the best thing you can do is go to the gym just to pump those feel-good endorphins. Sorry about that, Cody. Yeah, just to pump feel-good endorphins. And you know, we kind of get in like mood swings and a bit of a rut. So nothing is better than just moving, guys, and shaking it off. So I definitely would say don't try to avoid working out when you're on your period. Perhaps opt for lower intensity workouts and maybe don't wear light colors. Yeah, I kind of made that mistake recently, guys. How do you keep your teeth so white even when you indicated you are a coffee lover? I sure am a coffee lover. I'm also a red wine lover. Okay, so my top tip, guys, use a straw. I I have steel straws in the house that I always use when I'm in the house without fail. You know, when I eat out, it's a little bit more awkward pulling out a straw at a restaurant and putting it in my wine glass. But 80% of the time I do use a straw. It just stops the staining. It stops it from touching like the front of your teeth. If you do want to keep your teeth white and you don't want to have a straw, then brushing your teeth or having like a gum or something afterwards can really help, even mouthwash. But for me, is that realistic? Like, you know, you're going to a cafe to drink a coffee, you're not brushing your teeth afterwards? Not really. I do whiten my teeth as well, probably about once a month. So the last few years I've been using like the Philips whitening kit. It's really just to maintain now, like, kind of happy with how my teeth are. I also use like, it's a little 10-minute teeth whitening kit. To say I have an event or somewhere I'm going to, I just put it in. Again, it's just for maintenance. It's not really going to change the shade much, but it'll just make it a little bit brighter. There are a ton of questions about babies, guys. Oh my gosh. Actually, up until the age I was 18, I said that I didn't want kids. Like, literally up until I was 18. That's a long time. I was adamant I would only adopt. I did change my mind. I would still like kids, and especially now with Sim, like, we wouldn't want to have his babies. So it's on the cards, guys, but just not anytime soon. You know, me and Sim have always agreed we both want to be married before we have kids as well. We're in the process, we're going to buy a house. So while we're still building that foundation, yeah, I just don't see babies right now, maybe in a few years. I love traveling, guys, and I still have so many more places in the world I want to see. But, you know, we'll see. We're not thinking about it right now, guys, okay? But one day, okay? One day. And we actually want twins, so fingers crossed. My dad's a twin, so I'm hoping, you know, boy and girl twin would be amazing. You have some tips that have worked to reduce cellulite. This is a tough one, okay? So I have a lot of cellulite on the back of my thighs and my bum. And what I realized is, I'm 27 now. When I hit 25, you know, I start getting cellulite. It's never been like this before. And also when I'm carrying more body fat, it stands out a lot more as well. I haven't tried to reduce it in any way. I haven't tried no special creams or scrubs or whatever. For me, I kind of just embrace my body in the different stages it goes through. I don't know how I got cellulite. It's unknown how you actually get it. It can be something to do with genes as well, and just our body changing. But I don't know, I don't really focus on kind of like getting rid of something I know that I can't really control. You guys might not see it because I don't really post like my booty and thighs in like bikini bottoms a lot, and also because of lighting, but for me, I can definitely see it. And it isn't something that really bothers me. I think it's just quite normal. I think we should really just focus on the things we can control. Obviously, if you lower your body fat levels, that can help with cellulite. Just training in general can, but at the same time, you can also be super slim, low body fat levels, and still have cellulite. So there's no guarantee. Okay, so a lot of you are also asking about the wedding. Okay, so planning has started. Boy, is it stressful. Like, I have quite a large family as well, so it's not gonna be a small wedding, but not a super big one. But wow, guys, there is so much to cover. And the thing is, I know kind of how I want it as well. So I feel like I can't get a wedding planner, I'm gonna do it myself, but yeah, there's a lot to do, but we're planning for next summer. Haven't got a specific date yet. I'm actually really hoping to film the whole planning process. So I'll be going back home next month for like dress fittings, to view venues. I think will be fun to share with you guys as well. Okay, so do I know what sort of dress I want to wear? And also I see, what's your wedding inspo? Okay, so wedding inspo, think modern, traditional, kind of like nudes and blush, nothing too crazy, and nice soft florals, like very me and Sim, just classic, clean, nothing crazy. Sim, if you're watching, cover your ears. Dress style, I think I can say this, right? Yeah, people can know. I'm definitely a mermaid, I think, you know. I think everyone's expecting me to go with that anyway, rather than the traditional going out dress. I think it just really complements my body shape, but I'm so excited, guys. I kind of know what style dress I want, and I literally can't wait to try it on. How do you deal with cravings? You know, I might not have it there and then, I'll wait. don't know why I do this. I think it's because, you know, when you're hungry, then all of a sudden all your favorite foods and snacks come in your head and you're like, I want this, I want that. Yeah, I do that, and it's just because I'm hungry. So yeah, if I have cravings, that's what I do. I wait it out. If I still want it, I have it. Or sometimes, guys, I just have it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. It's all about a balance. Are you having a craving of something you have every single day that maybe isn't good for you? Or are you having a craving for a treat you haven't had in a while? So you really just need to weigh it up. Date night ideas, how to keep love exciting after years. Me and Sim have been together, like over 4 years now, and we still have a date night every Friday night. Without fail, unless we're both away or traveling, that's what we do. You know, life gets so hectic and so busy, and it's our time just to spend time together without any distractions. Like, we go out for dinner, we won't be on our phone. We'll go to the movies. You guys know we love the movies. And it's usually a film we go to see. Maybe we'll eat before, go to a bar before or after. And it's just a really nice, special time. That's kind of how you keep it exciting, guys. You have date nights, you plan trips together. Like, have something to look forward to that you'll both enjoy. So there's quite a few questions asking me kind of like how to stay motivated and inspired to train, and it literally is just the feeling. Like, if I don't train, I just feel sluggish, I don't feel good, you know? Like, think about it. Like, how do you feel after you train? Amazing, right? How do you feel if you take like a couple weeks off? You just don't feel great. Once you know what the feeling's like when you train and exercise, I don't feel like there's any going back to not training. You know, I always say that the physical benefits is just an added bonus. It's literally the mental benefits that I absolutely adore. Of course, you and Simeon seem perfect, but what do you guys fight and disagree about? Okay, so we are a normal couple, guys. Like, we definitely have disagreements, but in the, over 4 years we've been together, I can literally count on one hand how many big arguments we have had. Both very laid back, we're both very chilled, and we just have a mutual understanding to respect each other and communicate. Sure, guys, we are not perfect, I'm not gonna say that. We might argue about the dishes, him not putting his stuff away, me hiding his things. You know, we have the normal kind of bickers, I'll say, that couples have. But at the same time, we don't have any big arguments. And it simply is just because of that level of respect we have for each other. And I feel like that's really important. And people usually have big arguments when that's what they feel like they're lacking. Do you know what I mean? So we definitely do have our disagreements, just not any big ones. We've both been in bad relationships before, and at the very beginning, we kind of decided, you know what, let's just be really open, just really be honest, like no matter what it is, how bad it is, how hard or whatever, let's just talk to each other.
I know what Shannon expects from me, and Shannon knows what I expect from her, and that makes it work, basically. And also trust as well. Trust is easy when you're coming into a relationship and you're 100% honest, and everything's laid out, you're not holding back, and everything's open.
What hair removing method do you use? I mainly shave, kind of like my legs, under my arms, my bikini area, I get waxed, which is so painful. I actually don't shave my thighs, my belly, or my arm hairs. I actually bleach them. I've been bleaching my hairs for years. I mean, I naturally have like some blonde bits come through, so I get like blonde eyebrow hairs, blonde bits in my hair. Yeah, I think I'm quite a hairy person, and who's got time to be shaving all that off? And also, there's nothing wrong with a bit of hair. Like, one of my friends was like, oh my gosh, like you need to wax your arms, and I was like, oh my gosh, no I don't. Like, I'm not scared of a bit of hair, and I kind of like the golden veil the blonde gives, you know? Do you feel pressure to gain a more muscular physique? No, I don't. I am very comfortable with my body. I love having curves. Sim loves me having curves. You know, I actually had someone comment the other day saying, her physique isn't impressive. And I'm thinking, impressive? Who am I trying to impress with my physique? Like, I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I like my body. And I think people need to remember that's the only thing that matters, you know? Some people like to be muscular, some people like to be curvy, some people like to be slim, or whatever, you know? There's a whole range of body types and styles and ways you can be, but I will never feel any pressure to look a certain way. What advice would you give a woman who sincerely feels she will never be beautiful. I feel like there is so much emphasis on looks. You know, we kind of base everything on looks and it's everywhere and it's kind of draining, you know? Like, why is everything so focused on how beautiful you are or how perfect you look? I feel like we have so much more to offer as a person, as an individual, how smart you are, how loving you are, how kind you are, how much you give. There is so much more. And I feel like if you're looking in the mirror and feeling like you aren't beautiful, what's making you think that? Is it society's standards of how they want you to look and what they consider as beautiful? Is that what it is? You have so much more to offer, guys. Looks fade, looks change. You can lose everything like in a moment, you know, we don't know that. So you have to have more, you need to have more to give than just your looks and being beautiful. My advice would simply be work on your self-confidence and think about you as a person as a whole. Listen, girl, a beautiful soul shines brighter than anything. How do you budget and manage your finances? This is something we don't talk about a lot, so I'm glad someone actually asked this. I've always been pretty good with my money and saving. So when I got my job when I was 14 years old, boy, I saved. I saved for driving lessons. I saved to buy my car. So as soon as I was allowed to drive, I started doing my lessons. I already had that money. As soon as I passed, I had the money to buy a car. That's not because I came from money or anything. I just simply saved. Like when I was younger, if I only had, say, £20 in my bank account, I wasn't going out. Nope, no sir. I was not going out. I had a phobia of seeing zero in my bank balance. And you know, before I make any big purchases, I always think, can I buy this twice? Can I buy it 3 times? If I can't, I'm not buying it. So thank you for putting in all of your questions and actually caring about my little life. You know, it's not that exciting to me, but I'm glad you guys are interested. And I know you are so eager to know about the wedding. So yeah, should I do a wedding series? Will you guys actually watch it, or is that stuff so boring? Let me know. I'll see you next time, guys. Love and light always. Mwah.